seriously in. We've been at this game so long.
All right, so today I want to talk about searching and finding different samples to work with. You guys will probably see me do beat making videos. I have drums, the sample chops, and it comes together very well. But the hard part was done before I even filmed the video. I found the sample. When it comes down to finding samples, that's a completely separate art. That's a different topic that we can spend days talking about. How do you find the right sample? Sometimes I find, or I'm listening to music and the sample just comes to me right away. Sometimes it takes hours, weeks, months. Now, two things that I use to just listen to music is different playlists online on YouTube. If there's a playlist that I'm listening to, and there's times where unexpectedly I'm just inspired by a certain track, I'll save it, come back home, I bring it into my sampler, and I'll see if it's something that I can work with. Now, that's how I find music unexpectedly as I'm just listening on my day-to-day life. Now, when it comes down to finding or me actively searching for samples online, I made many videos of Tracklib, because if you have not tried out Tracklib yet, they have a platform where it's made and curated for people like me that I'm searching for samples. Just a simple way of me searching the category, what year has been released on, the tempo, the key of the song, and also it lets me select a small little loop section as if that's what I'm going to use when I'm chopping up my record, and I'll put a reference drum beat on the background of that, and it's just giving me an idea if this sample that I'm listening or I'm searching for is going to work when I bring it into my sampler. I like to know, hey, this record that I'm going to sample is something that I know is going to work. Every song that I found on Tracklib, it works 100%. I'm able to have a reference, an idea of how it's going to sound before I chop it up. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now that they have the Tracklib application as an app on your phone, you have the resources to look for samples on the go. You're out and about, you're waiting for somebody, you're just in the car, you're able to search for different records, save them onto your account, come back home and start sampling into your MPC. Let me go through real quick and summarize how this works. And this app is very simple. There's not a lot going on. If you already have a Tracklib account, you just sign into your account. You have all your favorites, your library right here. If you have anything already saved, you're able to see it right here. At the very bottom, you're going to have 4 different tabs. You got your beat maker, where you can build your beats using some of the samples from their library and some of the records from their record collection. And then you have your new. This is just anything new that's just released on Tracklib, whether there's actual songs that they're releasing or just different sample packs that they're putting onto Tracklib. Right here, they have the search, where you can search for what type of records you want to go for, R&B, soul, jazz, funk. Let's go to R&B and soul. You'll have so many different records right here you can just listen to. I don't know any of these, but I would just listen to music. I'll play the first one and just enjoy listening to music. Or you can go back, you can manually search for something. You could even hit this little filter icon down here. You'll have search by what key it's on, the tempo of the record that you want to search for, the genre, region. So if you want Central American, East, Southern Asia. Also, right here on the search, you have all sounds. So they just released, they have a catalog or a different page within Tracklib where they have different sample packs. And last but not least, they have this library. This library is all of my favorites, my album inspiration. I created that at home a while ago. My samples, some of my favorite samples. I'll have that all right here. Awesome. So let's jump in right here to this beat maker. Right here, you have 2 different sections. You have your song section up here, and then you have your sound section down here. Technically, it's 2 tracks that you have right here. Your song is going to be the sample that you want to play with, and the sound is going to be a drum break or maybe some percussive sounds that you want to play on top of the sample. If the idea sounds great, I'm like, yo, this is going to work because I'm already listening to it. I'm going to save that record. And when I get back home into my studio, I'm going to sample that. And I know I'm not going to waste time because this idea right here already sounds great. So if I go to search and let's say we go to soul, let's listen to some music. That's dope. All right, let's say this right here. It sounds pretty cool to me, something that I might want to work with. If I want to add it to the song queue, I hit this little plus icon. And now that's added to my beatmaker song queue. So if I go to beatmaker, I have that song that just got queued up right here, and I'm able to tap the waveform and jump in right here. This is where it gets really fun for me, where I can just select certain loops that I want to listen to. And I can just click and choose any section that I want to loop. Do I want to loop 4 bars, 2 bars, 1 bar? I'm going to leave it at 4 bars. Do I want to pitch this up? Do I want to pitch this down? I'm going to leave this at -2 semitones. What beat does the loop start at? Beat 19, beat 18, or beat 17? How about this? Let me show you how easy it is to select a loop from a song. Just click on the song you want to work with, zoom in, and press any section of the song that you want to set a loop point. As shown with some of the tools we went over previously, you can select how many loops you want to be selected, at what beats do you want that loop to start on, and also feel free to explore what pitch you want this to be at. Pitch it up or pitch it down. Now, do not get stuck with just one loop. You can also search different sections of the song that might work. Ooh, this section right here sounds really good. It's only 2 bars, but let's pitch it down. There you go. This is more like my style. I like how this sounds. It's very easy, and it does not take too much time to just go through the whole entire record and find small sections that could potentially work as you start building the beat. Well, if I close down that song page, I have a bunch of other records that I was listening to that I queued up in the song mode. If I want to go to the next song, I could just swipe. I have another track right here that I had thrown in my queue. If I don't like how that one sounds, let's go to another one. Oh, this sounds actually really cool. The first bar, I'm already listening to gold. The cool thing is that also with the sounds, if I have different drum breaks that I'm digging through, if I want to go to my search and listen to different drum breaks, oh, that's pretty cool. Let's listen to some more different ones. Ooh, okay, so if I like how that drum break sounds and I might want to use it, I just hit this little plus icon that's going to cue that up underneath the sounds. Just so I can get, again, this is just a reference, a feel for, does this sound good, or does the drum break sound good, or the song sound good, and I play them together. Like, it's very easy to find a loop. Pitch it up, pitch it down, swipe it to match it with drums or other sounds that you may save from the sounds library. Now you'll notice that right now as it's playing back, the drum breaks are speeded up. They're speeded up a little too fast. Well, very fast. If I want to slow that down, I go to mode and I drop it down to 0.5x. That is so cool. Okay, so right away, I already know this song is gold. I can save it, I can heart that record, and guess what? It's already saved as my favorites. So when I go back onto my desktop and then I have my MPC out right in front of me, I know that if I invest in this song, I'm going to hit gold. My samples are going to be great. I'll probably do a follow-up video. The next video I publish, I'll probably use this record. And as I hit record and I start filming my videos, I already know that this song is going to work. I'm not wasting my time. Like, once you've created something, you can save the beat and it will be synced to Tracklib on your desktop, making it super easy to drag over to your DAW. Just download the app. It's free to try. If I jump into the song, I can go through different sections, pinch to zoom, I'm gonna go to, I mean, look, the first 4 bars is already sounding great, but let's go to different sections of this record.
Or does it just begin? We've been at this game so long. Or does it just begin?
And let's go back to the first loop. Yeah, that's so cool.
Or does it just begin?
You keep digging through this song. Let's go to different sections.
Take my hand, Father. Take my hand.
Let's go to the ending of this song.
It'll take some time to mend, and you need to get away. Maybe it will take some time to mend. Remember all the good times and pretend.
Guys, there's just a lot of different pieces of his vocals that I can put in with my main loop is the first, like in my head, I'm already composing the entire beat. I already know that the first 4 bars is my main foundation of the loop. And there's other parts of the verse that I can sneak, like his voice is not too distracting. I'm getting a good reference for how his voice sounds on top of drum breaks. I might not even use those drums. I might, once I bring it into my MPC, I might change the drums and use something else. I'm already creating the vision on how I'm going to chop up this record. 100% is going to work. Look, guys, I get too excited when I'm making these videos, and especially when I hit a song that sounds as cool as this with some of these drums. I can spend hours just going through this. But the main point, the main idea with this is not overcomplicate anything. Just look for records, listen to music. If something sounds good to you, heart it. What I can even do is this drum break. I like how that drum break sounds as well. I'm going to heart that, so that's going to be saved under my favorite sounds. So when I go back into my computer, those are the 2 sounds that I'm going to call up. I'm going to grab this record, I'm going to chop it up into a bunch of pieces onto my MPC or any other sampler that you may be using, and I'm going to recreate my flips. But I already know and guaranteeing myself that this is going to be a good investment. All right, so you kind of have a visual of how I'm using this app to get ideas when it comes down to sample searching. This app is not for you to make beats. This app is dedicated for you to listen to what is going to go into your record collection that you might want to chop up later on. If you're not subscribed to Tracklib, try it out. Use the link down in the description of this video and get a feel for it. I know and I guarantee, even if you don't want to clear out records and you're like, you know what, I don't want to use Tracklib because I'm not really releasing tracks out and getting paid for it. Use Tracklib because they have such a powerful search function. Also, the record collection is awesome. And last but not least, one of my favorite things about Tracklib is the fact that when you download these records, you're downloading WAV files. So they're not overly compressed. They sound awesome. Right now, as we're referencing through this app, it does sound compressed because this is just a reference. But when you download these tracks, they sound high quality. So if you guys want more information, I'll leave a link down in the description of my video. If you guys want to sign up to Tracklib, use the link down in the description. If y'all are already using Tracklib, let us know down in the comments how you guys are liking it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this video. I hope you guys got something. I'll catch y'all on our next one. Peace.
We've been at this game so long, I guess